Yeah.
Makes sense. Oh, what fun is there in making sense?
Discord, I'm howling out the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, what happened did we do to make you take the world away?
Okay, let's get the most obvious out of the way. We are all thrilled that Discord is voiced by John Delancey. He is the one true voice actor whose talent shines across entertainment. When Delancey did the role, it was just a job. He flat out forgot he was part of the show, didn't remember until a torrent of emails from fans who loved his presentation. And apparently bronies are even more overbearing than Trekkies. I choose to take that as a compliment. But oh my gosh did he nail the role. From the moment he first chuckled, Discord oozed personality and charisma. The staff had modeled him after the very playful omnipotence of Q from Star Trek. John Delancey is not a career voice actor. The fact is, MLP could have been just another entry on his IMDb page and nothing more. But he took an interest, even became a proponent of the show and the fandom. Odds are the brony fandom wouldn't have grown as big without his interest, for which I'm grateful. But on the topic of Discord, he is much more two-faced. As he should be. Discord is in fine company. Loki from Norse mythology, Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream, or Coyote from the Navajo and various other tribes. These are tricksters. They might be your friends, but never assume that they're your allies. These are characters who can accomplish seemingly impossible goals through wit, stealth, and above all else, deception. Loki has made fools of gods. Puck played all sides while risking nothing, and Coyote brought the tribes the gift of fire, but later ticked off the wrong figure, which resulted in the flooding of the whole world. Oops! You're never sure where you stand with tricksters because they answer only to their own impulses. Sometimes it's genuine altruism, other times they just enjoy watching you squirm. Discord has run a pretty far range, though he's not quite at altruism yet. Most of his early appearances were that of a being too powerful to care about how his actions impacted others. It was all for his own fun, and he seemed to delight in turning the pony's own virtues against them. Yeah, except for Fluttershy. Since said timid pony has opened the door to reformation, he's experienced betrayal, exclusion, and even jealousy. Yeah, Fluttershy makes a much better sales pitch than I.
Because that's what friends do.
But the thing is that as Discord experiences these negatives, his worldview expands. He sees and understands others for the first time, which makes him a much more diverse individual and therefore a lot more fun to watch. Many a fan has asked how Equestria could come under any threat as long as Discord is on their side. I think it's important to note that while he frequents the place and has friends there, he is not on their side. Many of the positives he brings are unintentional, especially in the case of Sparkle, Sparkle, Sparkle.
Yeah! Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle!
Darn right, Sparkle, Sparkle, Sparkle! This is the closest we'll ever get to a crossover, isn't it? Fluttershy may be Discord's best friend, but Twilight is his greatest challenge. She's the element of magic, the linchpin of the main six. She's the one he seems most invested in challenging. And while I celebrate the character that is Twilight Sparkle, the whole princess thing has been underwhelming. A decent start, but then not much development, challenges, or true growth. Except when Discord gets involved. Many of the episodes that genuinely focus on Twilight's princess status include Discord there, making the situation worse. He taunts her, undermines her efforts, and even throws her title back in her face. He's the one character in the show who can do that, and good grief, she needs it. I'll get into this with future reviews, but Twilight is letting the princess title define her in all the wrong ways. She's assuming that it's supposed to make her something instead of looking to her own qualities. So here comes Discord to help burn her life down. To take away things like titles and expectations and leave her with nothing but the core of her beliefs. That's what tricksters do. They tear down your world until you realize what's really important. Because of Discord, Twilight's learned to fight for her friendships, let go of some perfectionism, found her mission in life, and accepted that she can be jealous. She has also learned that Celestia finds life and death events to be a hoot, but let's not dwell on that. Before it sounds like I'm fitting Discord for a halo, I don't think he intended any of this. He was just doing his own thing, trying to mess with her, or just pursuing his own agenda and she happened to be in the way. I do wonder if these two will ever bond over the study of magic. I can only think of one other pony who would have the chutzpah to investigate chaos-based magic.
To learn about you is frankly provocative, but you're next of kin to chaos.
Oh what, now you're voiced by Patrick Stewart? Now who am I kidding? That would be awesome! It's funny to see how Discord tries to undermine Twilight while she learns to find a workaround rather than overcome Discord. In the end, I think they both benefit from one another. I do wish Discord could do the same for the other four. Best friend to Fluttershy, best rival to Twilight. But what is he to the other ponies? Mostly an adversary. In almost every episode, they treat him as an enemy, never really trying to bridge the gap. Why should they? He routinely betrays them in those same episodes. Flood their homes, make them sick, or nearly drown them in slime. Discord's not exactly reaching across the aisle here, which is why, for all the criticisms, there is a value in what about Discord. Even if we don't understand all the reasons behind it, suddenly Discord and the other ponies are getting along, and still Discord betrays them in the end. But it's resolved in the usual hasty manner for the show, so no lasting damage. I mention this because Discord benefits from repeat appearances. He can come in, cause havoc, and even be at odds with the cast by episode's end, and then build a relationship over time. This is why I think the show would benefit from allowing second-tier characters more interaction with the star group. The progress and lapses that Discord shows could happen to many other characters. They don't all need to have famous voices to create appeal. All the same, I'm grateful for Discord's repeated appearances, including 5 fun stories. Return of Harmony, Keep Calm and Flutter On, Princess Twilight, Three's a Crowd, and Make New Friends but Keep Discord. I left out Twilight's Kingdom and What About Discord because they were more downplayed. The big factor in most is how much fun Discord gets to have with his surroundings. In the 5 episodes I focus upon, he is master of the world. He warps time and space to his liking, abandons or saves ponies on a whim, and leaves everyone guessing until Fluttershy reins him in. It's almost carte blanche to draw the weird and the unlikely. Like Pinkie Pie's antics times 1000. It's a little different when he's just summoning props and wearing costumes. That's changing himself, which isn't quite as impressive. What can I say? I like seeing Discord make a mockery of what we assume is normal, even in a fantasy setting. Hey now, there are limits here. What the? Are you doing this? Oh, sweet Aunt Jemima, you're not. This is something worse than chaos, people. This is illusionary order. Here I am celebrating a talented voice actor who brought a lot of vitality to the show, and I'm praising the presentation of a character who adds visual style, who pushes the main cast in new directions for character development, and represents a classical archetype. You want to raise a complaint? Okay, I shall invoke the defense of fair use. But does that matter to an automated system that lacks any sort of human element? Of course not. This is a system that presents itself as orderly, but without any foundation beyond avoiding blame. Honestly, what more could it take? Ah! Give me back my face! Let me have my illustrative tools to express myself. Give me back my face and tell me, where's the fair use?
I'm fine with changing status quo, but not in letting go. Now the world is being torn apart. A terrible catastrophe, played by a symphony. What a terrifying work of art. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at